Serge Mambouli is the Republic of Congo's ambassador to the United States and the dean of the African Diplomatic Corps. He told VOA that he's been working with White House and State Department officials for months preparing for the U.S. Africa Leaders Summit.
Our expectation is that, first, the cooperation must be strengthened between individual African countries and the United States on the bilateral level, and also on the continental level between Africa and the United States. We want this summit to be also the contribution for the United States to the success of the Agenda 2063 of the African Union.
Agenda 2063 prioritizes inclusive social and economic development, continental and regional integration, democratic governance, and peace and security to reposition the continent as a dominant player in the global arena, the African Union says.
We, Africa, we need energy, we need infrastructure, we need financing, and we need good health to develop Africa. So if this summit can contribute to the cooperation and to the realization of our cooperation between the United States in those sectors, mainly, and including other sectors, that will help a lot.
President Barack Obama convened the first U.S. Africa Leaders Summit in 2014. Since then, a lot has happened. Jude Moore, Senior Policy Fellow at the Center for Global Development, says this year's summit comes at a crucial time.
On the African side, they will be expecting the U.S. to take a position on some of the issues that are now confronting the continent: inflation, fuel, the war in Ukraine, and the impact on lives and livelihoods. But more importantly, this is going to come after COP27. And African leaders are going to be looking to the U.S. for leadership in responding to the climate crisis.
Last year, a UN report on Africa's climate found the continent was heating up more and faster than other regions in the world. Yet Africa is responsible for less than 4% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions. Mambouli addressed the needs of the Congo Basin Blue Fund, an effort to help the region's countries to rely less on forest-based resources.
For instance, in the Congo Basin, in a blue fund within the Congo Basin, that need to be funded if we have to continue to protect the planet on our side. Promises have been made by different countries, but we haven't seen any deep pocket action.
The Congo Basin is home to some of the largest tropical rainforests in the world. On governance, Africa has recently seen recurring coups, mainly in the West African states of Mali, Guinea, and Burkina Faso, some of the countries that were not invited to the summit.
It's a really, really difficult time. So I imagine that African governments will come looking for more assistance from the United States on the security part. Because, you know, they can impose sanctions, right? But it's not just a stick. You have to be able to offer a carrot. And in most instances, the institutions simply do not have as much resources to be able to offer the carrot.
The summit opens on Tuesday and ends on Thursday. Mariama Diallo, VOA News, Washington.